So this morning, me and Caro are actually staying inside for an hour because Caro's not so well, poor darling. And what we're going to do is we're actually recording scripts in Spanish and English, but we're going to do the Spanish ones because Caro's very, very busy, so it's not very often she's with us. We really appreciate her being here too. So today we've got 3 conversion multipliers we want to test for local businesses in Fuerteventura. So I've created them, but my Spanish is not that good, guys. I mean, it's okay, I can communicate, but Caro's she's been here how long?
24 years.
24 years, and she's attached to a majorero. I don't know if you're married or whatever, but it's almost like it's Cassie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Might as well be. Okay, so basically I developed these scripts based upon the fact that we know that there are some businesses that we've spoken to who have problems that we could solve, and most of them aren't even really aware of the fact that they could improve what they're doing right now with some very small things. And so let's bring it to people's attention. And one of the best ways of doing it right now is we know that people are using these little creatures, and how many hours a day do you reckon people are using their phones over here? Even when they're driving, they're like this. Well, maybe not quite like this, but they are like this. No. Not recommended. That's right. But, even in restaurants, cafes, I see it. I hope you guys get unhooked. But anyway, that's not the point. This is where I make my money. So keep watching your phones, guys. It's making my money. The point is, that's humour, by the way. That's dreadful slang and humour. I've made these, what we call conversion multiplier scripts, and the idea is that you record them on your phone as vertical videos. If you've got a little microphone, it's really good to use because it's going to sit on their phone, and most people don't look at their phones this way, guys. They look at it this way. No, this way. Okay, so we bear that in mind so that when they're looking at it, it's actually easy for them to watch. And I can actually show you how to do the whole thing, but right now we're going to just practice this. And the best way to do the practice is actually not on your phone, it's actually on your computer. And just see how it sounds. It's much more relaxed, and the text is bigger, and it's really easy then to be able to edit. I don't know about you, but editing on my phone, I've got fat fingers, and maybe it's me. Sometimes I don't even realise that my fingers don't even realise that the phone doesn't realise my fingers are there, and it doesn't notice them. So
no, it's annoying.
I prefer my computer. I'm a computer girl anyway, I always have been. Since the 80s, so put me, show my age. I have computers. So what we're going to do is, Caro's going to read this script all the way through as if she's recording it, and then she's going to edit it, or if it's okay, we're then going to show you how to take the script, put it on a phone, and then use the teleprompter to make this really quick and easy to do, so you don't have to remember everything. And the reason we use the script is so that when you're testing it on the internet, there might be some bits that work, and with video ads, we can actually measure. We can measure if people stopped. We can measure how long people stayed. So we can work out from each bit of how long they stopped and stayed for, and who paid attention to when. Is that a good script? If it's a good script, we'll find people watch all the way to the end, so the 95% video views, and the cost also per video view will show us that that's a winner, or if it's a loser. We don't expect every ad to bring in custom. We do show up as visibility, so we always try and make sure that we make sure that all content is as best we can make it, but what we're looking for is things that people pay attention to. So there's a difference between great looking content and great looking content that actually produces results. So this is why we have to test a lot of different videos. Just on the back of that, because I've got clients who just starting out, they've never run ads before, they're just starting new businesses. And a lot of people have the misconception that if they put an ad out, they're going to get loads of business straight away. And that's not how advertising and marketing works, unfortunately, because you're not the only one putting an ad out. Lots of people don't even need what you got right now, but it's just about visibility. So that when they are ready, if they've seen is you, and they see who you are and what it is you do, and they like you, they'll know where to come. So just like being a magical billboard on someone's phone.
Yes.
But they've got to understand what you do.
A magical moving billboard.
Yeah. You've got to build certainty, clarity and trust in your videos. Otherwise, even if they see you all the time, if they don't get what you do, they're not going to come to you when they're ready, because they'll be like, well, that's a nice person on the internet. I always see them. Aren't they cute?
Yeah.
Yeah, which doesn't help anybody when they need what you got, if they don't know what you do.
Yeah.
So that's
Very
why it's
true.
really important to get all these factors right. So it's not as easy just making a video and putting it on the internet. So, Caro, would you do me a favour? Is that writing big enough?
Yes.
Okay, so we got a text. I don't think I can swap on Zoom from, let me just pause this a second. The answer is yes, we can share. So it's easy. So Caro's going to actually, we've got the webcam above, we've got this microphone here, so we're just going to use that. So off you go, girl.
Right. I haven't seen the script or read through it yet, so this is
new.
Yeah. And in a different language. ¿Sabes que tu servicio es justo lo que algunos aquí en la isla necesitan ahora mismo? Pero tu cartel no lo explica, tus redes no lo dejan claro, y mucha gente pasa por delante sin entender realmente lo que haces. Por eso he creado un sistema sencillo de video anuncio que ayuda a negocios locales a generar nuevas consultas en 48 horas. ¿Quieres verlo? Escribe 48 aquí abajo y te lo envío. Así funciona. Un video corto que explica claramente qué haces, para quién es y cómo pueden contratarte. Luego invertimos unos 3 euros al día para que ese video llegue a las personas adecuadas en la isla. Sin trucos, solo visibilidad bien dirigida. Escribe 48 y te lo paso.
Did it make any sense?
Yeah.
Oh, yay! I did a good Spanish script. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I did it in English first and just translated it on Google Translate. Actually, no, I used ChatGPT to translate this one because I tried both. So, what do you think about that? Because you know a little bit about people who are targeting on Fuerteventura. Do you think that is relevant to them?
I would hope so. I mean, the thing is, it's nice and short, so it should keep people's attention.
Yes.
Long enough. I think the €3 a day is very enticing because, that's a coffee or whatever.
Yeah. 2 coffees in some.
Well, depending on how posh your cafe is.
The 120 coffees are, sometimes wondering why you went there, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, no, but the 150s are right.
Yeah, the 150s are okay. You know where to go.
But yeah, direct to the point and hopefully enticing. And yes, and if anyone then watches me reading for the first time, then they'll realise that it's not that complicated.
It's not, is it? So I'm going to show you what we do because I think it's really important for people to understand how easy this can be because a lot of people make things more complicated than they are. I know a lot of people feel like if they're reading something and it looks like they're reading that is dreadful and no one's going to want to watch it. But actually the opposite seems to be true, okay? Now, I've been reading scripts since I started doing videos, which is a long time. I was doing it with the estate agents. And if you bear in mind that you are not auditioning to become the next, I was going to say Bob Marley then, but that's the wrong thing. That's a lot of sleep, guys. Leonardo DiCaprio, or, the next John Wayne. Get off your horse and drink milk. Okay, that's way before most people's lifetime. But the point is, we're here sharing valuable information. Why on earth would we need to know it like an actress or an actor? We're actually relaying something that you just need to know. And you think instead of newsreaders, they're actually reading the text that's just coming to them. And just think of yourself as a local authority who's sharing something that might be useful with your community. And you're giving them stuff for free, which is valuable. And the reason I'm sharing these bits of paper is because we found that if you are recording on a phone and you're giving something away for free, if you can show them that it's real, and these are really easy to make, guys. You literally just go into ChatGPT, or you can ask me to make this for you. It takes me moments to make these things now because I've got so many anyway. I just adapt what I've got. And yes, you can use my printer if you're around. Just come around, knock on my door. I'll print them off for you as well. A bit tricky if you're in America or the UK, but if you're on Fuerteventura, I don't mind doing it for you. Got loads of paper. I found the printer by the bin. Dad just told me to fix it. It's true. Got a lovely new lace printer because someone didn't realise that you have to adjust the sea level. If you've got something wrong with your printer, just let us know and I'll get Tom to look at it for you. Tom? No, he's not here. It's okay.
So if I take my printer up a mountain one day, it's not going to work, is that?
That's right.
Right.
Yeah. You have to adjust for that. You have to adjust.
Wow.
And it's all in the manual.
Goodness.
Guess what though? People
Nobody
don't read
read
about
them.
manuals. So going off on a tangent, but it is amusing how sometimes people throw things away just because they don't know how to use them.
Absolutely.
Everyone expects printers to break, so that's why printers get thrown away all the time. Anyway, let's go on another tangent. That could be another business, couldn't it? Go and cut 2 printers from bins and just start adjusting them and then selling them. Right, so I'm going to pause this a second. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, because I can only show one screen at a time with this, I'm going to share with you what we're doing. Okay, so first of all, we're now going to take the script itself, because this is the bit people get stuck on. So back to here. I'm just going to take this. Make sure you name your stuff the way that you can recognise it. I just make stuff as I go along because I'm like that. But you can be really neat and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 to put days in. Now I've taken it across to WhatsApp. I'm going to show you what I'm doing with that too, because I can only show one screen at a time. Please bear with me. There we go. So now we're in WhatsApp, and I've just pasted in WhatsApp, and I've got my own little WhatsApp that's a screen, screen shares and all that kind of stuff. And now that's in there, I'm going to actually take this to my phone. On my phone, and I can share this with you guys. I have actually tested loads of different teleprompter apps over the years. And the best one I found was Norton 5's teleprompter app, which I'm happy to share the link with you. You do have to pay for it. It's like about $30 a year at the moment. But it has so many redeeming features. Are you using it?
The teleprompter, yeah.
Yeah, it's just really cool. You can use it so many different ways. So if you want that, just let me know and I can send you the link to go get it. You can have it on Android or Apple as well, so that's good. But let's go from the top. Okay, so I have it on my... So I just turn it on. Okay, now you have to start. So with this, you just go plus button down the edge. And I don't think you see that, but I've got 3 choices, and it goes add from files, create new script, or you've got a new script using AI. Okay, I don't need AI. I'm going to go for the middle one, create new script, and it gives me a blank screen. And from that, I'm now going to just go from there to my WhatsApp. Okay. In my WhatsApp, I'm going to find where I just sent that. You see it's there. And if I just hold it, okay, it's highlighted it, and I can go to the top 3 buttons and it will copy it. Second choice down. So now it's on my finger. I go back to my teleprompter and I literally hold it in there and I can paste. Can you see that? See, it gives you an option to paste. Ta-ta! Okay, so you see that. And obviously you've got to name it before you save it. I literally just do the same thing at there. I paste that in up there as well. So I don't have to type anything because I'm lazy.
Can I just say, the reason you do that extra step is because copying and pasting directly from Word, it doesn't seem to work into teleprompter.
It doesn't go direct from Word. But I also find it useful using WhatsApp anyway, because it actually helps me to see which scripts I've already done by just going straight to a WhatsApp screen and my script thing on WhatsApp. So I do a lot of videos. I don't know if people notice. But you can go and you can actually edit this anyway. And I tend to delete half of what I've just typed in the naming bar, and I'll put the date in. I'm doing it so that it's 27th today. Because that just means that I know, when I create that script.
Where you're at.
Yeah. You can be really organised for these things. I tend not to be because I'm really, really busy all the time. I suggest that you're more organised than I am. You've got to remember that I'm organised for my clients, but for myself, I'm just testing things all the time. Sometimes I do 3 or 4 videos a day, so I'm just testing, okay? So I can find things because I know where they are. Now I've got this in here, I can now set this up now, and Caro can record it. So we're going to pause. So now is the fun bit, okay? Caro's going to record this, but before we start, this is on the teleprompter app. I'm going to add in a microphone. You can do this direct from your phone if you're somewhere quiet. I just find that using this little microphone makes the sound quality a bit better. And I've got something from JBL that we found in the local shop. You can't always find these on the internet, but literally plug that into its bottom so I don't have to fuck around Did I just say that? So you don't have to mess around with different software on your phone. And then this is already ready. It's already attached. Sorry. So you're going to clip that onto yourself somewhere near your mouse. Up the top there. Okay. And then this is now ready to go. All Caro has to do is press record. You press record on that. It brings up the screen. And there's different ways of making these text bigger, smaller. You can make this and at the top or down, make it bigger or smaller. You can either use voice scrolling where it hears your voice and it moves through it at the rate you're going, or you can just have it record at a speed where it just moves like the teleprompter for the newsreader. So I'm going to let Caro set this up the way she wants it. I'm going to pause while she does that. Caro's ready to record. Caro, would you mind kind of doing it like this if you can see the screen at the same time as
Like this?
a little bit more so you can see the phone screen as you record, if that's okay.
Oh, the screen.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'll move you.
the fairground ride. Like that?
Yeah, if you can, if
okay.
that's possible, then people could see that the teleprompter moves as well. That's really good. Go for it, my darling. That's it. She's going to press play, record on the big red button. Let's go.
Hang on 1 sec. You don't need the glasses now. Right. Oh dear. There we go. Straight away I got confused.
But that's the cool thing, yeah. And I don't know about you. I like to put space at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we could do that. So we can go and edit it. So this is it's not just as simple as just. So what we're going to do is use the little pencil button on there.
Pencil button at the bottom there.
And then what we're going to do is I like having my text really big. I was just saying to Caro, I love my text being big. Because I don't know if you guys notice, I tend to talk too fast. I'm not going to go down the reasons why I think that might be. But if we have space at the top, if you're just using the scroll, you'll have what we call catch-up space. And sometimes I even put space between the sentences depending on what speed I've got it set. So
which is what I'm doing now.
Sometimes I find that the spaces are actually too long depending on the speed. So you've just got to work that out for how you would normally convey information to somebody. And I always try and keep in mind that I go back to when I had my education centre in London, where I was speaking to younger people, basically children, and just they need space between the information, and it's the same for all of us. And I think it has become a habit for the majority of us to kind of go as fast as we can because we always think everyone's in a rush these days and everyone's like really stressed out. So I mean, most people I speak to are really stressed out right now. It's like really sad. Not so much over here on the island, but anywhere else in the world, it's got to a point. Hello, Tom.
Hello.
Cool. So Caro's going to now go for the recording. So once she's got the spaces in,
I've now edited, and then at the top, I can't really see, but at the very top, there's a save button.
Yeah, that's that. Oh, that's good. I can see that.
So press save.
And now we're ready to test.
And that takes you back to the camera and the script.
Okay.
Make sure you've got the script scroll to the top again.
Just play it. Get comfy. There's no race on this. That's the thing. Just get comfy. And I don't know about Caro, but I mean, I always practice the script a few times even before we get on the phone, so I know how to say it. And it doesn't need to take you longer than 3 minutes to do that if it's just a 30-second script, basically. So, right. Caro, go for it.
¿Sabes que tu servicio es justo lo que algunas aquí en la isla necesitan ahora mismo? Pero tu cartel no lo explica. Tus redes no lo dejan claro, y mucha gente pasa por delante sin entender realmente lo que haces. Por eso he creado un sistema sencillo de video anuncio que ayuda a negocios locales a generar nuevas consultas en 48 horas. ¿Quieres verlo? Escribe 48 aquí abajo y te lo envío. Así funciona. Un video corto que explica claramente qué haces, para quién es y cómo pueden contratarte. Luego invertimos unos 3 euros al día para ese vídeo. Almost.
I have a question. So we're doing this. Do you see that Caro gets to have a bit of a practice, but it didn't take her very long? Okay. Now, she's probably going to think right now, Now, do I want to wave a bit of paper around because to show them something physical? And do I want to use the selfie stick? Do I want to use the selfie stick? Because we've got selfie sticks too. So you can just use your arm. That's fine. If you've got one of these as well, you can use one of those as well if you want to be a little bit further away from the camera. And you can either use it as one of these, or you can have like this one, for example. Tom ordered off AliExpress. It didn't cost very much money. And you can actually you can set this up. And we're going to show you how to set this up right now because I'm going to show you how quick all these things are. Okay, you get a little button with these things and that just connects to your phone by just pressing it. So that is now flashed. That means it's connected. And then we're just going to pop this on here. Honestly, these days, these things are so simple. Look, that's now set up. Crazy, huh? And all that we need to remember to do is to just go back to that screen, and all I did was press the back button. That was it. Did you see how easy that was? So all Caro needs to remember is, because she's got a microphone on already, she's going to take a little button, and she's actually just going to grab a piece of paper. Because if she doesn't have something made, she can use something she's already made. Okay, that's not in Spanish, but she could just do the back of the piece of paper. That's also okay. And you could also write it. Say, I've just written this out. And you could be honest. Just say, just written out. I'm gonna put it on my I'm gonna put it into a document later. But let me know if you want it, and I can send one over to you. You don't have to, you can just tell the truth. I was just writing this down, and I'm going to put it onto a Google Doc later. Let me know if you want me to email it over to you. You just send me a message. Nothing's rocket science. We're just helping people.
Yeah.
You've got to remember, all we're doing this for is to help people get exposure because they need custom. And then we have a method to help them get the custom. It's really low cost. Why wouldn't they want that? We just need to explain though what it does and how to get it and why they need to do it or why they'd want to do it. They don't need to do anything. They want to be, say as they are. But the easier you make this look, the more people realise that actually, yeah, this is easy. So now we've got this sort of thing. Caro's actually going to adjust it so she feels comfortable, and you can just put up or down. And you can put it back and forth with this. Everything's just so freaking easy these days. I just can't believe how easy it is. So sometimes you want to have it slightly above you so it looks down. No, that's a TV thing, that is, guys. I learned that from Laurel.
Yeah?
Yeah. And she used to be a really good TV producer. She's got awards and everything. Obviously, just have it the way you want to look. Okay? You can either be close or further away. That's why it's really good with the text on this one. You can make it bigger or smaller. See, simples. And it just takes moments. It's all so intuitive.
Yeah, the selfie stick's also good because somebody like me, I'm quite expressive in case you've not noticed. But I use my hands quite a lot when I'm talking.
Which is good.
Which, yeah.
Natural.
Some people I notice on other videos, they find hand movements irritating, so you decide. But I like to use my hands. It is who I am.
It's all in the mind.
But with the phone in my hand, the other hand has to be almost up my nose for the people to see that I'm using my hands to express. And I want to express who I am. So actually the stick will be a lot nicer for me to do this video, I think.
Just one point on things like, are they going to judge me or whatever? You want to attract people who feel akin to what you do. You don't want to attract people who feel irritated by who you are. Why the heck would you want to work with people who don't like you? It's really important to understand there's a lot of people in this world, and the majority of us can only work with about 10 people a month, no matter what, if we want to make sure they get results. It's different if you've got a low ticket funnel and you're not working with people. But we're talking about working with people with real businesses. And if you want to get results for those people, you're going to want to get stuck in and spend time with them and pay attention to what they need. So therefore, 10 people, sometimes I find 7 or 8 clients at a time is enough. Yeah. Because guess what? If you are getting stuck in and make sure they get results, the money that they spend on your service means that they are going to more than double or treble what they're paying you for their ads, which means that you can actually charge what you're worth rather than thinking, I need to get 20 people at £250 a month because that's what will make my business run. How about thinking about what results could I get for these people with the skills I've got? what return on investment would they get, and then showing them the return on investment they would get if they work with you, with what they've got. You've got to work out what they've got first, and is it possible? But that's the way you need to look at it. And if they could only afford $250 a month, you can give them some help, but you need to explain to them that this is what's likely to happen if we just do these bits. And I can give you the bits that you can work out for yourself from what I know on paper or in little videos or whatever as well, because that helps as well. That helps you learn, teaching other people too. So you can balance it out, but the majority of the time, if somebody's come to you for some help, you want to help them properly. You don't want to do half a job just because you think, oh, they're only going to spend $250. It's not helpful. That's really not helpful at all.
No.
You want to provide something unique. Why will it be different this time? Everybody's trying to get, I'm going to get loads to get offers because then I get lots of people interested. Nothing could be further from the truth right now. You got skills, go use them. Just make sure people get results. Make sure you do it properly. Okay, sorry, lecture over. Caro, please show.
Right. Can that be seen?
Yes,
Reflecting.
we can see it. It's a bit blurry, but it's kind of the actual whole thing. So you should be able to use that button. It should be
yes,
should be in theory, should be attached.
Let's give it a try. Get my paper ready.
Okay. I think, is it attached?
No.
Okay, that's my fault. Okay, no problem. With all my talking, it turned itself off. Okay, Caro, go for it.
Sabes que tu servicio es justo lo que algunos aquí en la isla necesitan ahora mismo, pero tu cartel no lo explica, tus redes no lo dejan claro, y mucha gente pasa por delante sin entender realmente lo que haces. Por eso he creado un sistema sencillo de video anuncio que ayuda a negocios locales a generar nuevas consultas en 48 horas. ¿Quieres verlo? Escribe 48 aquí abajo y te lo envío. Así funciona. Un video corto que explica claramente qué haces, para quién es y cómo pueden contratarte. Luego invertimos unos 3 euros al día para que ese video llegue a las personas adecuadas en la isla. Sin trucos, solo visibilidad bien dirigida. Escribe 48 y te lo paso.
Very good. The only thing I would do differently was I would definitely show the thing a few more times, and I would show the back of it rather than the front, because that's in English. That's all. Or we can actually print something out to go with this. We could actually ask ChatGPT from the script we've got, say, can you just make a quick value bond for me? And if you're in Laurel's $7 program, she's got a value bond GPT anyway. So muy bien, mi niña. That's really good.
Muchas gracias.
Now, if we see on here, you probably want to be your head in the top third.
Yeah.
And conversion multipliers or fast funnel, whatever you want to call them, they actually do well sometimes. So you put a banner on the top to catch retention and use captions inside. So you can use things like CapCut. You can actually use this teleprompter app to actually do it all. I don't actually like it because I hate working on my phone. I'm not a phone person. I'm a computer gal. Canva is also good, and Descript is also good. I mean, Descript's a bit over the top for this, to be honest, but it's really good for editing and stuff. So if you're using it anyway, definitely use that.
But how would you put the caption on there?
I can show you. Do you guys want to learn how to use captions?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, should we do it all in one? Just go.
I'm speaking for you all.
Okay.
When my eldest nephew was about 14, 15, he's autistic as well, but my sister-in-law was controlling his searches and suddenly found that he was looking up ladies in nappies or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, but she had to make sure it wasn't some kind of weird fetish thing that he'd been exposed to, and actually it was the tenor lady advert.
Oh. I haven't got to that stage yet, but I'm worried of getting to that stage. And I'm like I've always done my stuff, and my exercise is not fair.
Yeah.
It's too much cycling, that's what it is. But it's actually my bladder that's the problem. It's actually not so much.
Like irritated.
I'm guessing that's what it is. It's just like a pressure.
So one of the things I've seen is not to go for a wee as you're about to go out, because then you're kind of
and I stopped
your bladder.
Yeah, bladder training, all that kind of stuff. And I think when I was unwell, I was drinking a lot, and then I'd be like, I couldn't remember if I'd gone or not. And that just started it all.
Oh dear.
What am I listening to?
A urology
old lady stuff.
Well, actually, it can happen at any age. So
Yeah, it
that's
can.
the thing. It's not
It
just
can.
for the old languages. Okay, you go for it. Sorry, I'm going to stop talking about
Okay.
penis now. Do you show the back of it? Do you want me to get a Spanish one?
No, this is fine. I'll just hold it up. Okay. ¿Sabes que tu servicio es justo lo que algunos aquí en la isla necesitan ahora mismo? Pero tu cartel no lo explica, tus redes no lo dejan claro, y mucha gente pasa por delante sin entender realmente lo que haces. Por eso he creado un sistema sencillo de videoanuncio que ayuda a negocios locales a generar nuevas consultas en 48 horas. ¿Quieres verlo? Escribe 48 aquí abajo y te lo envío. Así funciona. Un video corto que explica claramente qué haces, para quién es y cómo pueden contratarte. Luego invertimos unos 3 euros al día para que ese video llegue a las personas adecuadas en la isla, sin trucos, solo visibilidad bien dirigida. Escribe 48 y te lo paso. I think that was better. I want a selfie stick.
Yeah.
Is that one of those things that it kind of goes invisible when you have it out in front of you? I don't know how that works. Have you seen those selfie sticks that they don't actually see the stick?
Well, that'll be a software.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'd imagine so. You know, like here we were like just doing.
People have some smart way of doing
Not
that.
made of some super adamantine type metal that's invisible.
This
No, that's
but
Maybe they have a stick that just goes. Ooh.
Okay.
yeah,
I have no clue.
it wouldn't worry
I
about.
don't care.
If you do it at an angle,
The focus should be on what I'm saying and my
Of course, yeah.
well,
my
I'll show you. You
face.
don't see this anyway if you go like this. That's the thing. That's the whole point of that. Is like you don't need to see it. You
Yeah.
can just go like this. This is why. I mean, I just put on the thing so people can see that.
Very cool.
These scripts and see. So.
And it packs down really small, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it's just absolute gem. Chance I'm going to record this. Okay, so you can see, but no one can see my selfie stick.
Yeah. Brilliant. Ooh, Lancy.
If your offer ads used to work and now they do not, this is most likely the reason. And more importantly, I'll share with you exactly what to do about it. Every offer ad you run is only relevant to a small part of your total audience. And we're talking like 1% to 2% of people that your ads can actually reach right now. In that pocket, see your ads, they respond, they book in a call, they even become a client. But over time, that same pocket of people, they just keep seeing you same ad again and again and again. And eventually they're going to start paying attention to it completely. They get bored and they just don't notice it anymore. This is what's called ad fatigue. Sorry, just so you can see that you can't see my selfie stick.
Yeah.
Whoa! That's probably not what you're looking for. But yeah, she does.
Brilliant.
And Tom's got the link for where you ordered it too. We just go, Tom, we need a. And he'll go, okay.
See, I don't have my backup. See, that's all me wasting hours finding stuff.
Well, you have us.
Brilliant. I do now.
You know, when you kind of get lost. Yeah, I'd pop that back in the little JBL, and then I'm going to pop this. Actually, I'm going to charge this little fella because he's tiny, and I always worry he's going to run out of juice.
Where did this go? To here, isn't it?
Not anywhere. That's cool. It has too many places it can go. Right, so I'm making a value bomb here with the ChatGPT thing that Laura has. But we'll show this in a minute. Okay, so we're going to now go back to unpause. Oh, is it recording?
It is now.
Okay, how long have you been recording for? So guys, you're still with us. Well done. Right, so we now have, on this, we have Caro's versions. Now, we put it twice just because the first time Caro was actually in the wrong place on the camera. And that's actually something really important for us to share with you. And I'm going to show you the 2 examples because that's kind of one of your prime positions. You see where she is, because you're going to want to sometimes you want to test a banner across the top of your head and then have captions running. You can test with banner, without banner, with captions, without captions. In our in our experience, we found that having banners and captions work the majority of the time, depending on the audience. So don't be afraid to test both and try different colours and stuff. If you've gone through the effort of making a video, you can test different versions. I tend to just go and test once and then go off to the next one, but you don't have to do that.
And that's what you were going to show us now quickly, was how to put the banner on.
I am going to first of all show you why we re-recorded, because when we were showing you how to use the selfie stick, Caro was kindly showing, just going through the motion, but you can see that that particular video meant that she was like down in the bottom quarter, and that can you imagine that on your screen? Okay, if I go full screen, this is how she would look in social media, which is not terrible. And you could, if you hate recording videos and you've got a really good take and you find yourself in the wrong place, just go with it. Put your banner up here, put the captions above it. Don't think, oh no. But I'm just showing you the optimal positions that we found, just so that you're trying to get it set up straight in the first instance, and that'll save you time. Okay, that's the idea. And these are the ones that Caro actually recorded just using her arm. And that's also okay. There was actually something I wanted to share with you about this too, and that is right now there are a lot of people using AI to create videos and stuff. And what we're finding is people are going too polished, okay? It's just too regimental as far as I'm concerned. And some people are attracted to that right now, but it depends on your industry and your niche. So if you are trying to connect to people, let's say you're a coach right now or a course creator trying to help people with things like anything from mental health to nutrition to, the health, any of the health industry or fitness industry, and you're trying to help people, I don't think that putting an AI ad and looking ad up there is actually going to be the right kind of thing. That's all I feel. There are going to be certain times when AI is what you need. There are definitely other times when you need to show up as a person and have your ums and ahs even, so that people actually understand that you are an authority, you are experienced what you do, and you're being natural and you know what you know. Okay, and that includes your ums and ahs and all your imperfections too. They will connect with you as a person, which means when it comes to the sale, there won't be a sale because they've already decided through all your videos that you've had out there that they already like you and they want what you got because they know what you do. Okay, so that's really important too. So just always bearing in mind, what is it you're doing? What is your niche? Who are you trying to target? Are they people who want to see shiny AI stuff? If it is, go for your AI. It's really easy to do. I'm in the people industry personally. I like to help people, real people. Nothing against AI. I use it myself for different things. But at the end of the day, I have seen time and time again that the best customers come from me being myself rather than me being shiny and polished. And I've tested all of them now. Not all of them, but a lot. Okay, that lecture over. We're now going to show you what's the next steps are. So I'm sorry this video is a bit muddled out. We might actually end up editing bits and pieces out to make a training from this. Right, so we've got several takes. We have decided that out of all these takes, we like the last one. Okay, so we're going to choose that and we're going to scroll up, and at the bottom it says, oh, that's not what we want. It says delete recording. It's not what I'm looking for at all. I'm just going to choose this video by sharing it. Okay, so I've gone there. Second thing down, you can see it says share. And that means I'm going to upload it to my Google Drive. You can upload it to wherever you work. I like to put mine in my Google Drive, and I've got a very specific folder for it, and I can put it straight in there. It's going straight to the drive now. And now we're going to show you how to add captions using, I think we're going to use Canva because Dan's got that on the computer, really easy to find. Okay, I'm going to pause so you don't have to wait. Okay, so right now.
Not pause.
Right, so sorry, Caro, that you got a big face there. We've got it here. We go back a bit. Oh, it's just going to go straight from that. Okay, I'm just going to pause a sec. Okay, so we're in Canva. Okay, so we're going to go to the create button and we're going to go to mobile video. So that's the right size. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to upload, which Dan always does. He always just goes to the file explorer and then downloads. It's uploaded, I'm not sure. I'm going to pause this while it takes its time. Right, so we're just using File Explorer. And we're just going to pop that over there. And it's going to upload now. Okay, I'm going to pause where it does. So basically, uploaded Caro. We've gone into Uploads to go find her. So we're going to take it and we're going to drag it to the corner so that she loads in properly. Lovely smiley face. There we go. So all we're going to do now is that, you see it's gone to the end, that's why it's gone blank, okay. We want to add captions. So you see down the bottom left here, there's a caption button, woo! And then you've got this big button that says generate captions next to it. We're gonna put that on there. So that's going to create captions. I'm going to pause while it does that. Okay, that took less than a minute, guys. You can see the time down there. So you can see the captions here. And also you can actually look at your captions on the side here if I go to this button up the top here. Okay. I don't do that. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't do this very often. I give it to the men to do. So I usually create the videos and I go, guys, I need stuff doing. So that's why I'm a little bit slow on that. But I do know how it works. Yeah. So we want to check that everything in here is actually spelt correctly. I'm going to let Caro do that because I'm not in the mood for doing Spanish today. So Caro, would you mind just reading through to make sure? I'm going to pause this because this could be boring. So we've checked the captions. Now we found that it's actually time we went to the cafe. We've actually got an event this morning. We're a little bit late. So we're going to end here for now. And then we will resume at later date when Caro actually has time. So this is all we have for today. Hopefully this has been useful. And we probably will chop this up into pieces so that if there's any particular part of this that you've gone through and you've gone, can I find out more about that? You can let me know and we can expand upon it, because the whole point of us doing this is to actually work out where are people getting stuck with their marketing, advertising and reaching out to businesses, and how can we help them right now.